my God, dude. Whoa. I don't know what this thing has done to it, dude. Callahan over here and whatever that dude's name is. Anyway, this is actually the one that's $2,900. What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here at Bert's Barracuda, and I do these videos a lot. I always have a good time doing it because I just get to ride a bunch of bikes around and show people good deals, and if it puts another person on two wheels, that makes me a happy camper. I love pointing out the cheapest bike at a dealership because let me tell you what, there's a lot of awesome metal inside and a lot of people do a lot of videos. I ain't casting no shade or aspersions. They make awesome videos. You can see any video you want on the most expensive bike in a dealership. New stuff, fancy stuff, those videos are everywhere. I like to come out here and find the cheapest bike I can. And at Bert's Barracuda, they still keep metric bikes around. So a lot of times it's easy to find a deal. It's easy to find a cheap bike. Today, it's actually not a metric bike that's the cheapest bike in the dealership. It's a Harley. As we always say, make Harleys chrome again, baby. We got my man over here, Black Silk. He's a candy junkie from way back in the day, and candy chrome, baby, candy chrome. Don't get the wrong idea about my man over here. And there's only one person you can call over here at Bert's Barracuda if you want to get the cheapest bike they have on the floor. Speaking of candy, baby, at $2,900, this Sportster chopper over here, and call quick. I'll tell you this about Shade Tree Surgeon. I'm not above stretching the truth. I always put the correct price in the thumbnail, just isn't always the right bike along with it, and I figure that I just deliver enough good times and content that I'll beg for forgiveness instead of asking for permission. But this time it's actually the bike. This is actually the one that's $2,900. Not quite a chop, more of a bobber though. I don't know, what's in a name? They did chop off the rear fender struts up here, so it's been chopped, baby. We're gonna go ahead and call it a chopper, even though it's got rear suspension. Rubber mounted 883 Sportster. We got 8 hangers, we got lace. It's green on green on green on, even the silver's a little bit green. I freaking love this motorcycle, dude. This is a cool bike, and just a tribute to the versatility of a Sportster and how you can make a Sportster look like pretty much anything you would like it to look like. You can make it look nice, you can make it look crappy, whatever your flavor is, baby. Some people might say this is crappy. This definitely isn't everybody's style, this kind of look. It's definitely my style. I love this, but some people might hate it, so I guess you would be in the crappy camp. But I don't know, man, for $2,900, it's hard to beat something that looks like this. And if you wanted to, since it still has rear suspension, even if you weren't into this, because $2,900 still pretty cheap for a Sportster, you could literally take this bike and turn it into a tracker, or you could turn it into a dirtster. It's still got all the parts here. It doesn't even have to stay a chopper. If you change your mind, the bike can change with you. But enough yapping, let's go and ride this thing. Me getting on this thing's a little too much pork for just one fork, but you know what, baby? It ain't about what I look on the bike. It's about how I feel on the bike. And on this thing, I feel pretty freaking cool. Hey, when you're rocking the solo seat, you ain't even got to worry about impressing anybody else. It's just you and your lonesome, baby, you and the machine. It's always kind of crazy to me to get on a bike that looks this old but still is rubber mounted. I think it just looks crazy. It looks like it's from another era. But with that rubber mounted engine, listen up, you ain't turning your little old dick beaters here into Hitachis for your old lady, man. You can actually go home and not vibrate after you get off the bike. And while it might only be an 883, I'll tell you this, it'll get the job done, man. And something like this, it's about looking cool, not about going fast. Though, we'll tell you this, since it is a Sportster, if you want to look cool and go fast for less than a month's rent, this thing's gonna be making over 100 horsepower. This Sportster, $1,500 and a weekend with some friends and some Miller High Life will have this thing ripping wheelies down the street. But as it is, It's a cruiser, baby. Why not just cruise? And for 2,900 bucks, I'm tempted to leave with the thing myself, but I'm gonna leave it for somebody else, man. I'm gonna let somebody else get this deal, because this is like just a turnkey cool guy experience right here, man. Just hop on and go. I can't believe it. For once ever, it's not been the only. There's been other times too. It's just not usually but hey, man, I'm telling you, Shade Tree Surgeon, you saw it here first. The bike that's in the thumbnail it matches with the price, okay? It's the same bike, all right? Like I said, I never feel that bad about it, because at the end of the day, I don't really feel that bad about anything, if I'm being honest with you. Because I feel like we have a good time on the channel, we make good videos, and everyone will just be in a forgiving mood. Like I said, beg for forgiveness, don't ask for permission. That's always my motto, both in life, in YouTube, and with motorcycles. But this time, it's the right bike. You know what? In honor of my man, Black Silk, we're gonna go ahead and keep it candy for the entire episode. I always like him to have a theme, and holy crap, dude. This would have made a really good thumbnail too. I don't care what I get on video, I promise you this, nothing's going to do this motorcycle justice. This is a 2000 CVO Fat Boy, and back in the day when they made a CVO, Harley made them chrome, man, and God, I wish they still did it. I can't tell you how deep this chrome is, how luxurious it is. It's wet. I gotta be honest with you, there's a lot of cool bikes on the floor here, a lot of cool metal. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think that the CVO Fat Boy is probably the coolest motorcycle at the dealership right now, and it's got some stiff competition. The fact that they would even do a CVO Fat Boy, you know, the fact that they would even do it back in the day. Now the CVOs, it's all baggers, man. That's fine. I'm down with a bagger, but when you get the CVOs, just like, okay, it's a bagger, it's blacked out with big brakes on it and everything like that. And that's all right, man, but it's custom vehicle operations, ain't it? And goddamn, dude, back in the day, custom meant this, and I'm okay with the big brakes and the fast motorcycles too, but this thing is something else. They don't even got a price on it yet. I'll tell you this right now, you're gonna be racing me to get this one. I think we might have found the winner. This is the best sounding Harley Davidson out of any year, any model, any exhaust that I have ever heard in my life. Without a doubt, number one. A Fat Boy with beach bars. I like bike, dude. I like everything, so it's hard to be like, oh, I love this, but I love a Fat Boy with beach bars. Oh my God, dude. This thing is the yeah, I wasn't kidding. You're gonna be racing me to get there. You want this bike, you better call fast, dude. You're either gonna have to take my word for it, or you're gonna have to hear this thing in person, because it is with no competition. No competition. This is the best sounding Harley Davidson, the best sounding V-twin. I don't care who you are. This is the best, number one, numero uno, never heard better. Ow! Come on. I would never get tired of that. I would never get tired. God, strike me down. He's not going to strike me down. I am his favorite soldier, and he has bestowed upon me a flaming sword with which to smite the non-believers. A CVO Fat Boy. Baby, that's the trumpet of Gabriel right there. Bow down and declare yourself unworthy. Damn, dude. Damn. Double damn. Triple damn. God, I like this bike a lot. The candy chrome theme continues, baby. Maybe this paint ain't as candy. We got ourselves a little dent here, but that's all right. It's still a CVO, all right? The tan wasn't always my favorite, but the fact that they made a CVO Road King is just so freaking cool. Almost as cool as the CVO Fat Boy, and if the CVO Fat Boy wasn't on the floor, this would probably be my pick for my favorite motorcycle here, because I love Road Kings. And once again, back in 2003, when it came to making a custom vehicle, when it came to special, you make it drip. You make it drip in chrome. It's good to be the king. Oh, that Fat Boy might be the best sounding, but once I put my ass on a Road King, I remember why I love them so much. Woo! Man, Harley never played around with the CVOs, did they? They always made these things rip. What is there to say about the King? Without a doubt, my favorite Harley Davidson. The other one might have had the exhaust, but the Road King is numero uno for shade tree surgeon. I think that this is the best Harley Davidson you can buy. Well, do I think it's the best? I don't really care what's the best, because saying what motorcycle is the best is, I don't know, man. To me, that's a kind of a useless thing to do. But if I had to pick what I think is the best, what my favorite is, it's a Road King. When you sit down and think about it, the Road King, hey baby, it's really just a big chunky FXR, ain't it? And whoa! Whoa! I don't know what this thing has done to it, dude. This might not just be the Screaming Eagle kit on this thing, man. This feels like it's got something else going on under the hood. All right, I didn't expect that to happen. Where was I? It's like a big chunky FXR, isn't it? They handle amazing. They have basically the same frame as an FXR. They're rubber mounted, and this one is definitely faster than any FXR that ever came off the assembly line. That's for damn sure. What does this thing have going on, man? I didn't expect this. I did not expect this at all. Dang, dude. I don't know. It's neck and neck now. The Fat Boy or the King when it comes to the CVO. I'd have a hard time deciding right now. Damn, man. I was just like, all right, it's a Road King. I know what a Road King feels like. I always love them. I always love a Road King, but I didn't expect it to go so hard, dude. You didn't have to do it to him, Hammer, all right? Just got back on the Road King, hanging out here from Massachusetts. I can't believe they're here. First off, Blissful Ellie. And from Massachusetts, we have Callahan over here, and whatever that dude's name is. Anyway, as we were saying, these guys are coming down visiting. They're coming down visiting, having a good time. They watch the channel. If you ever see me, always come up and say hi. We just had a laugh, and I'm just like, hey, come be in the video, because I forgot to do it. Right. I did say hello when we hung out off video. Yeah, right. That means it's real. It's true. All right, you guys got Instagrams or anything? Or
just the Toucan.
The Toucan?
Miss Toucan.
And Miss Toucan. Well, if she's Miss Toucan on Instagram, I think my chances are low. It's very cool meeting Miss Toucan, Miss Callahan, Miss Toucan, and whatever the guy with the Hawaiian shirt. He was pretty nice too. Nice people and dressed for Florida. I love it, baby. They're about to go party hardy. They didn't ride up here, so they're having a good time. All right, y'all. I think that's gonna about do it for this one. As I said, Blissful Ellie is here, and I'll tell you something right now. We've been riding some cool bikes, some chrome bikes. Just because I love chrome doesn't mean I don't love other things as well. And Blissful Ellie has a hot date with a Pan America. Make sure and go check out her channel for more on that. Subscribe to Long, Tall, and Deadly Blissful Ellie. It's just Blissful Ellie. Here on YouTube. Tell her Shade Tree Surgeon sent you, and keep an eye out for that Pan America video. Until next time, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade Tree Army! Shade Tree Army! Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade Tree Army! Shade Tree Army! Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. and the world oppose the deadliest of foes. Shade Tree Army, Shade Tree Army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade Tree Army, Shade Tree Army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high.
Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.